Triage and the Prince of Desolation on a journey through heroic realms where legends are born and destinies entwine. Delve into the cosmic currents, unraveling the mysteries of superheroes, villains, and champions. Embrace the cosmic energy that binds us all and let your journey begin. This is the Super Breakdown Podcast. Enter the Cosmic Saga.
All right. What is up? Sorry for the delay. We just had some things to go, some things to do, some bills to pay, but we are here for another awesome week. This episode's gonna be a little interesting. So, within this last week, and well, it's also been like talked about like back in 2022. But a big thing that's been trending right now is Cartoon Network shutting down. Now this is big for many reasons. One, we got to figure out if it's fact or fiction. That's number one, because there's rumors about a lot of people shutting down. There's a lot of death hoax going around and shit like that. But you know, this is something that you always got to look into. But no. This is something that's been really going around this week. Hashtag RIP Cartoon Network. Hashtag stay tuned, but tuned is spelled TOONED. So like it's really been going around a lot lately. Now before we get into it, how's everyone's week been though?
Fine.
All right. Well, for you, Deso, I gotta ask how the last 2 weeks have been, because you weren't on last week, you were on the week before that. But no, everything's been good, been chilling. Triage, how about you? How's your week been, brother?
Everything is all unicorns and rainbows.
Sounds like something Deadpool would say. But no, so let's get into this a little bit. So, since I was the one that found this, so from what I found, were pretty much there was this big post that was posted a few days ago by, was it Animated Works Ignited, and they had said that in their post essentially that Cartoon Network was shutting down. They didn't give too many specifics, and which is why you have to, take these things with a grain of salt at all times, always. So, I looked. Actually, I wasn't even me really. Deso, I thank Deso for doing a lot of the research on this. He dove in, and so what we end up finding out is that it's not Cartoon Network specifically that's shutting down. Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers have merged together, right? So Warner Brothers now owns Cartoon Network. That is problematic for many reasons. One being as how Warner Brothers is like, they still may have mad money, but everything that Warner Brothers has touched thus far has died, has met its end, and untimely end at that too. Is that something we all agree with? Anytime Warner Brothers gets involved, ends up not being good.
Well, I mean, if everything that's happened with the DC universe is any indication of that.
That's very true. Very, very true. But yeah,
Don't get me started. Don't even get me started with no.
That's the point. That's the whole point of this show, to get us started. Nah, go ahead. It needs to be said.
Everything they freaking touched lately has been garbage. Even if you don't want to know what's going on with the Superman set, I advise you to leave for a little bit and come back a little bit later. I'm about to. If you don't want nothing to know about the Superman movie,
if you haven't seen any of the leaks yet, you don't want to know what's going on with it, we suggest that you guys come back to the stream in about 3 minutes, maybe 5.
Because The costume design, man, that whole
Oh,
thing.
oh,
Just no. They if, if if it's in modern times, they made Mr. Terrific look. No, 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 no. That's no. I don't like
yes.
it.
The Mr.
Look down
Terrific's
there, looks like
costume.
look. Everything looks like they had no budget, and it looks like they make film this TV show, not a movie.
Yeah. So
Keep it 100.
hopefully that movie takes place in the past, because right now Mr. Terrific look like he get, if you piss him off too much, he's gonna call you a jive turkey. But yeah, a lot of the stuff that Warner Brothers has been touching lately has just absolutely been falling apart, including even when it came to the HBO merger that they did. Even with the HBO merger, it just shit just started crumbling. A lot of and then when they brought in James Gunn, he wiped out anything that pretty much he hadn't touched. He had to put his hands on, which included Young Justice, that was doing absolutely amazing. And I know Titans got a little weird, wonky in that last season, but it had premise, it had promise. But yeah, so everything that Warner Brothers been touching has kind of been getting really messy, really messy. So
Mess is a nice word to say. Nice and really nice. You're being very nice about it. Ain't freaking messy.
hey, I haven't had anything to drink. I'm not under the influence yet. That's why it's so nice.
Look, messy. That shit's fucking terrible.
Yeah. So
Like, how do you fuck up more?
What happened?
How do you fuck up? Oh, speaking of news, is this something that's breaking to happen like today? Paramount got bought out by Sundance
How the fuck did Sundance manage
for
that?
$8 billion.
How the fuck did Sundance manage that?
Because of probably all the indie films.
Yeah.
But, yep.
Sundance?
Yeah, Sundance. They bought them out.
And like you said, Triage, they're all indie movies.
And it might be one of those things that where but the issue is that when you have a smaller budget and you're working with less material, sometimes shit goes better. Like if you can have a movie that has a fucking ridiculous budget and has all this quote unquote money, but if it doesn't make that shit back at the box office, look at Black Adam.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. and again, another.
That's a sore spot.
Why is it a sore spot?
Because we got Cavill back, and then she's Cavill, and then they got it pulled right from under our feet.
Yeah.
And I blame your mans for that one.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. It was 100%
Dwayne for that.
Bro, what? You have to blame Dwayne for that. You have to. Dwayne thought he was gonna walk into that office because he was the hottest motherfucker at the time. He's gonna play that big dick energy with Warner Brothers and got his dick chopped the fuck off. Not only did Cavill lose his job again, but he lost his own job because he pushed back against him. Like literally, bro. Literally, the first week he's like, Cavill, I'm with you. I got your back. I'm gonna get you back. We see Cavill at the end of Black Adam. We saw him at the end of Black Adam, and then literally a week later, after The Rock said that he was gonna go to bat for Cavill, he has to release a notice apologizing, saying, "Hey, listen, the future of Black Adam's no longer certain." Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was the Rock on that. He pushed way too fucking hard. And at that point, James Gunn was their golden goose. He was their ticket out. And they're like, oh, excuse me, you're not gonna shit on our golden goose right now. It was literally either right. I personally feel like okay. So I gave Gunn the benefit of the doubt initially. I'm like, all right, he's done some good shit. Gunn has done some great shit.
You say
But
so.
all right, some good shit. We'll say good. I won't say great. We'll say good. But so it's like, of course, look what he's done for Guardians. You know what I mean? He literally took
Listen, man,
characters that nobody really.
we didn't need
Good.
3 to the Galaxy movie. We really didn't.
We did not. We did not.
I appreciate the first one for what it is. Everything past that was unnecessary, and his Suicide Squad was all right, but
Yeah.
the story was better than the actual movie of the actual movie itself.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you showed that Amanda Waller was gritty. She was willing to kill people and get shit done. That she had no problem sending other people to their death to let other people accomplish the mission. But it's like the squad, every member of the squad so far that we have seen fucking sucks. Like none of these niggas were with the shits. Like there was mad other people that they could have used. Like that second Suicide Squad, the story is great with the whole thing with America being responsible for the shit that happened with the fucking Starros in the first place, and they were the ones that made the deal to have them experimented on in Jotunheim. But the action itself does not hold up to the story.
Wow. Damn. You're right. Wow. Holy shit.
Manga,
Wow. You're
fucking Weasel, Blackguard, like them niggas fucking sucked.
yeah. Yeah, wow, fuck, dude. Yeah, that's a pretty solid point. Yeah, where the hell did I ever get? Now I'm really thinking about it. I feel like I've been like brainwashed or something now to think that the Suicide Squad were supposed to be a group of villains that that always manage to get the job done using dumb luck. But now I'm really thinking about it and thinking back to the Suicide Squad and who they were and what they did. No, the Suicide Squad were a group of motherfuckers, especially after playing the game. They're a group of motherfuckers that they weren't individually, they were all right, especially when the Deadshot out of them all literally was the most proficient one to think of that I could think of.
I mean, that depends on the team. Black Manta's been a member of the squad. So is the Reverse Flash Eobard Thawne. So has fucking like there's plenty of people who they could have used, but
yeah, that's very true. But so this is all with all that being said, this is what makes me worried about the longevity of Cartoon Network, because we've already seen, because again, I'm about to be 30, Tank's in his 30, Deso's about to be 30. He's turning 30 right before me. So we've all watched Cartoon Network through its rise and fall for the most part. All right. I remember a time where when they did the cartoon theater, that their theater was packed with every character from their cartoons. Every character from all their cartoons, including the Boomerang shit. What was it? The Hanna-Barbera shows and shit like that.
Yep.
All that shit. To now, they pull a cartoon, they do a theater, and it's only like the first 2 rows of the theater are packed, and then there's other characters sporadically throughout the rest of the theater. I'm from a time where their commercial breaks, the Cartoon Network commercial breaks, they had combined, like they had whole scenes like where they were at the Cartoon Network studios, and we had the animators in there, and the fucking cartoon characters walking on by. It was as if like kind of like an office kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that shit was great. All the other cartoons crossing overs. I remember they was doing music videos for certain cartoons. I remember it was either, I think it was Will I Am or Will I Am and, and the Black Eyed Peas together. They did a track for they did a few tracks for Dexter's Lab.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. He said, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again.
We messed up. Back to the lab again. Oh no, back
to that shit, and that shit slapped, bro. I remember there was they did like a little crossover, little commercial with I think it was Johnny Bravo and Samurai Jack. They was riding in the car together or whatever, and they had to go take some people out or whatever. It was it was Samurai Jack and some other badass character. It wasn't, maybe not Johnny Bravo. It was some other badass character. But yeah, like they're like they were doing all this dope ass, awesome ass shit. And then it just was gone. And now you got, now you got all this, like, okay, all right. So I feel like the downfall of Cartoon Network happened when they started outsourcing their shows and getting shows from other countries.
Well,
so a big thing for them, they were getting shows from Canada, and it was Canada, but now it's like New Zealand now or something.
Listen, us. They're not like us.
Right?
Not like
right?
Us. They're not like us.
Like it really is a thing. But granted, okay, not all of them were bad. They really weren't. They really weren't. So, like, if I was trying to pinpoint, because like right now, I remember the first. I think one of the first Canadian shows that they got was Total Drama Island, which was supposed to be an animated like Survivor kind of shit.
I always took it as an animated Real World, but I guess
it was like a mixture of both animated Real World / Survivor. It was supposed to be a parody of all that shit.
Fuck! You jump by the Foot Clan, the fucking bitch.
You getting jumped by the Foot Clan?
Yes.
Oh yes. By the way, everyone who's watching, Deso is gracing us with his ridiculous build of Skyrim. You're going to see some outlandish shit while watching him play.
To the Foot Clan?
Yes, the Foot Clan.
That's the Foot Clan.
Yeah, as you can see, they are jumping it. Damn.
I'm getting jumped by this other fucking Foot Clan.
Damn, they got you in the corner.
Yes, they do.
They got you clipping and everything.
All right, fuck that. All right.
Niggas got you iced up and everything.
That's me.
Anyways. Oh, you had an ice armor on?
I got like a thing that does that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're about to see some wild ass shit. This man has modded this. This is no longer Skyrim. This is Skyball Z. Some shit like that. Yeah. But no, so if we were to look at if we were, like, let's look at like their current shit. All right. So current original programming by Cartoon Network Studios. They have Craig of the Creek, which they actually just canceled recently. Craig of the Creek was actually a really, really good show for for black kids to watch, because that's the whole show is about a young black kid outside hanging out with his friends. He has a mother and a father, and I think he has an older brother, His mother and father are highly successful and shit like that. Amazing fucking representation. And We Bear Bears.
So the bear.
Those are the only, yeah, there's a three. That's the one with the 3 bears. Oh no, that's We Baby Bears. It's pretty much it's a spinoff. It's just about them when they were younger. So We
But
Bear Bears is
they're
the
bringing back a
show.
whole bunch of old stuff though.
I did hear about that. I did hear about them
They're
bringing
bringing back
old stuff.
Fosters, but they're bringing it back for like little kids.
Yeah, which
They're bringing
has-
back Gumball, and they're bringing back regular show, like a regular show. We're not sure if it's the exact
Yeah,
details of it.
so
but they confirmed that they are bringing that back.
yeah, so Adventure Time is so not well. Actually, a few things with Adventure Time.
And Adventure
They're
Time's
dropping Adventure Time's movie, and Adventure Time spinoff. Regular show. They're dropping a regular show movie, and I'm pretty sure they're bringing it back. They're continuing it years later. And a few other things. They got a few other things that they're doing. But yeah, so Warner Brothers Animations are the Teen Titans Go and Tiny Toons, Lumiversity. But then from the Hanna-Barbera Studios, like Europe, they got pretty much Gumball, and they got the heroic quest of Valiant and Prince. I don't fucking know. It's some weird shit. But then when they come with they got their preschool stuff. They got Bugs Bunny Builders, Bat Wheels, Canadian Total Drama Island, which is like running on a reruns right now.
It's a new series.
Oh, another one?
Yes, it is.
Jesus,
it's not a rerun.
Jeez, yeah, jeez. But yeah, no, it's just not what it used to be.
Nope.
It's just not what it used to be.
And pretty much Adult Swim take over the entire channel at this point. Adult Swim starts at 5:00.
Adult Swim starts at 5:00 now?
Yeah.
Bro,
Wait.
that is. Yep.
Yeah. Starts at 5:00 and they play classic cartoons and they pull the stuff we grew up on. Yep. That's what they do at 5:00.
What the fuck? That is.
Adult Swim runs until 6:00 in the morning. And on Saturdays, Toonami.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Because pretty much the only people that are watching the Cartoon Network right now are adults, pretty much. Adults and teenagers.
Yeah.
That's the dem. That's the demographic, so they have to cater to that demographic. People like us who like to watching the old stuff. And then you got the teenagers who just stumble upon it and like watching their Toonami and watching their animes. Without having the people who don't want to pay for teenagers who parents don't want to pay for prescription services. You don't want to pay for like Crunchyroll or whatever, things like that.
That's true. But like, man, whatever happened to shows like
that's
true.
You forgot, and that's how people watch the Superman cartoon. The new Superman cartoon.
I'd call it an anime. I'd call it an anime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's really close to being anime. Really close to being an anime.
Cheat me again.
Have you Triage? Have you watched the new Superman show? The Superman and Lois?
Nah. So wait, you're talking about the live action one or the animated one?
No, the animated one.
No, I've not looked at it.
Bro, it's actually really fucking good. It's actually really, really fucking good. Like the story, I haven't watched much of season 2 yet. They're already in season 2. It's by you watch The Boys?
I do.
Jack Quaid. Wait, right? Yeah, Jack Quaid. Right? That's his name? Jack. The dude who plays Huey. It's his show, and he's the voice of Superman.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's one of the writers, and he voices Superman, and it's really good. Like the animation is really good. The story, and they change up Superman's origin just a little bit, like just very, very little bit. Like it takes place where like he just starts working at the Daily Planet and he's not like fully Superman yet. Like it's like right before they give him the Superman moniker. But that's where it takes place, and then it goes through the whole like. I think they're about to get in. I think they just introduced Kara in this season 2, but like. So my thing about Cartoon Network is like whatever happened to shows like the Moxie shows, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, what a Cartoon, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, I Am Weasel, fucking Powerpuff Girls, Ed and Eddie, Mike, Lou and Og, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Sheep in the Big Cities, Time Squad, Samurai Jack, Grim and Evil, like people and I almost forgot about Grim and Evil as well. So Grim and Evil was like, how do I explain it? So
Wait.
it was what happened?
Grim and Evil.
Yeah, so Grim and Evil was what Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and it was a combination of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Evil Con Carne. So Evil Con Carne, it was like he had like the fucking purple bear that had the fucking brain in a jar and shit like that. And yeah, it was weird. It was weird. But yeah, that's actually how the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy started.
No. That part I do remember. I just don't remember what the evil aspect of the show was with the whole thing. I remember the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, just like how the Kids Next Door got started because somebody won a contest of what the next big cartoon was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. And that shit blew the fuck up. I want to look that up. I want to check on that person. I want to check on that person. But yeah, so Evil Con Carne was like a little short that was, I'd say, I'm trying to think of like how long it was. It was like 22 minutes. Like it started out as like a little short as a part of Billy and Mandy. I'm trying to think of something else that had like shorts in it as well. Oh, what the hell? Two Stupid Dogs. You remember Two Stupid Dogs?
I do.
Yeah. So Two Stupid Dogs was and I think it was Two Stupid Dogs in what was this shit with the I think I Am Weasel. It was it was Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel were also like shows that happened at the same time. So half the shows Cow and Chicken, other half I Am Weasel as like a small little segment, and then they have like the rest of the Cow and Chicken episode after it. So that's what Evil Con Carne was. It was like a little segment within Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. But it was fucking weird and wild. So first off, for those of you who don't speak Spanish, Evil Con Carne means evil with meat.
Meat?
Yes. Con, like con, C-O-N, and Spanish is with. Carne means meat. Like carne asada. Carne means meat.
As in meat. As in Mike, Echo, Alpha, Tango.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because so one of them, so the brain was the one who was named Evil. And then he referred to the body that he was controlling, which was the body of a bear. The bear's name was Meat.
I feel like there's so much wrong here.
Absolutely wrong. Absolutely 100% wrong. Like the show was so wild because like he was pretty much supposed to be like Hitler. Like that's what his kind of like character was supposed to be. From Doom Patrol, the Brain from Doom Patrol, right?
Mhm.
That's kind of like that was supposed to be his character. He was supposed to be a brain-like character. Literally, he's just a brain in a jar that controls a body. That's not his. So the brain was evil, and the body, the bear that he controlled, was named Me. So evil with me. Like it was, the show was out of pocket, but because you got to remember, our shows back then were out of pocket a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, but the kids, the modern day, the kids at the time didn't notice it. Like, you go back and watch a lot of them cartoons from childhood, and there's so much underlying adult shit that you missed. You're like, wait, hold on. How'd they even get away with this?
Yep. Like shit. Like I don't. Do you remember that? You remember that show? Whatever happened to Robot Jones?
Yes.
That shit was weird and out of pocket too. Like from the art style to the story. Like it was just weird. But no. The weirdest show, and maybe I'm bugging, but I know I'm not. The wildest, most out of pocketest show from us growing up on Cartoon Network, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. No child our age had any damn right watching that show.
That show's fucking hilarious. That show was so fucking stupid but funny. It was stupid funny.
Yes, it was one of those shows that, like, whoever wrote the show
Was
and
high.
illustrated it was high.
They
And
were
not off
high.
not off no Mary Jane. Like they popped
It was
two tabs
shrooms.
at it was shrooms. You're
That was shrooms, dog. That was
fucking
shrooms.
shrooms. That was fucking shrooms. That was some shrooms. They were high off shrooms. All right. But do you remember what show I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Whoever made that shit was on absolute fucking shrooms. They had to have been. Because first of the shit that they did in the show, wild, from the imagery, just some of the imagery in the show was just so fucking nightmarish and grotesque. Like they had the barber, the like the what was it? Yeah, he was a barber dude, but also the doctor, which was accurate because back then the barber shop was actually a doctor's office and shit like that. But like his teeth were so damn big and stuff, and he just always had a smile with the fucking razor blade in his hand at all times. Oh man, oh my god, this shit was just another otherworldly, fucking fucking Puffy Amiyumi, Foster's Home, Star Wars Clone Wars, the animated Clone Wars. Fucking amazing.
The 2D one.
The 2D one. The 2D one was fucking yeah, but the 2D one isn't canon.
Yeah, at a very right there.
Wait, what happened? What'd you say? Tank? Yeah, you cut out. I didn't hear what you said. You said it was what? Oh, yeah, well, Clone Wars. Yeah, Clone Wars, the animated one is not canon. Yeah. But yeah, we got Puffy Amiyumi. And then so quick fun fact. Let's take a break. Let's take a moment. Wait for everything to catch up with itself. Gungula. We straight. We here. Everybody.
I'm here. I'm good.
Tank. Dear Triage. You're gonna pop back in a sec. But yeah, fun fact for those watching. Hi Puffy Yami. It's a show about two rock stars, two female Japanese rock stars. They are actually, in fact, real life artists, and they have done some of the theme songs for some of the most awesomest fucking shows that Teen Titans, the original Teen Titans animated series. Puffy and Amiyumi, they did the theme song for the original Teen Titans, and then they end up getting their own show. My check, 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You had said something about Clone Wars.
No, I said the 2D one that had a Samurai Jack feel to it.
Yes.
It was definitely the person that did Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh
Yes.
shit! I did not know that.
Yep.
Okay. Now that all makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense now. That definitely makes sense now. But that was like that shit was like peak Cartoon Network. That was like peak Cartoon Network. But then we have like other weird shit like My Gym Partner's a Monkey, Squirrel Boy, Chowder, which hey, I love Chowder. I thought Chowder was fucking great. It was fucking hilarious. Chowder was fucking hilarious. Hands down, fucking hilarious.
Got away with mad shit too.
Yeah, they got away with a lot of shit. Like the one scene I always remember is the fucking he's supposed to be going to get something for Mung, and he fucking ends up falling into this one chick's car, and he's like, hello. She's like, get out of my car, I'm gonna pepper spray you. He's like, pepper spray? That sounds delicious. This bitch pops a cat, starts spraying him in the face. He starts freaking out. I was wrong. I was so very, very wrong. I'm like, oh my God, that shit was fucked. That is literally my favorite scene from that whole fucking show. But then we had gems like Class of 3000. Andre 3000 show that he got sued for, so they had to stop. That shit bothered me so much because it was such a great show, but and Andre 3000 voiced Mr. 3000, who was the teacher of the music class, but he ended up getting sued because apparently somebody else had already came up with the idea for that show with the same name of the show as well. So
shit, but okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately he already had the patents for it and the copyrights.
Or
Yeah,
they let slip. Well, the patents and copyright slip when they didn't get a copyright before they even put the show in production. That could have been it too. That was probably
no man, hell no. With Andre 3000 at that time from 2006 to 2008, that's Outkast time right there.
I know.
They were the biggest
Warner Brothers was talking about here. They control the cartoon animation part. They control that whole thing. They probably didn't get the patents. They probably didn't put the patents in or didn't do that because they didn't think no one was going to do nothing with it. And they didn't do
That's true. That's true. There's that possibility. But yeah, no, the dude, come to find out, dude already had the copyrights and patents, and he ended up and this is after the show aired. The show had already been airing for like fucking 2 years. And then the guy finally was like, "Oh wait, this was my show because I have this patent and copyright and blah 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 blah." Yeah, so that ended up shutting that shit down, which that was annoying. Triage, what is from Cartoon Network? What was one of the shows that like had made the biggest mark for you or were you even a Cartoon Network kid? Because that's the big question. You know, we got three big studios at that time. We had Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney all running at the same time. So, you know, there was a lot of kids who really didn't fuck with Cartoon Network that were Nick kids. The Nick kids were the weird ones.
I guess I hit that category, I guess.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But so no one really knew why the Nick kids were so weird until now. Because of all the wild ass subliminal messaging that y'all people had to, had to deal with. I was a Cartoon Network kid. Like, I watched a little bit of Nick, but I was more of a Cartoon Network. Later on, I was a bit of a Disney kid. It was like certain shows here and there but I was like my TV station stayed on channel 32. Yes, over here where we are, upstate New York, on basic cable, Cartoon Network was channel 32. It was channel 32. But let's take a quick break. Let's come back and then let's get into like the what the other half of these allegations about Cartoon Network closing down, because there's a whole nother half of it that has to do with the animators. So we're going to take a quick break here from our podcast friends, and we'll be back.
Going on, everybody? Lloyd Jones with Midnight Comics here, and we'd like to introduce you guys to our show, The Indie Breakdown, a show where we break down your favorite indie comic book characters' power, stats, and abilities, and get them ready for an eventual indie versus matchup. All Indie Breakdown episodes go live first on Spotify and on Patreon, with them eventually showing up on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out The Indie Breakdown and learn more from your favorite indie comic book creators, now's the time to do so. We hope you guys decide to tune in, and remember, until next time, midnight is coming.
Hi, I go by Lady Mandalore, the creator of Roomful of Blurs. Do you have a whiteboard in your room? Do people get a glazed over look in their eye when you start to explain things to them? Well, come join me every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we can talk comics and get to know some new creators of color, only on YouTube and Twitch.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Calvin, from the Icarus Podcast, and I just want to say that we got new episodes coming next Saturday and every Saturday after that. So all I will have to say from here is keep enjoying the show. You can check us out, www.icarusmetrocomics.com. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and more. See y'all next time.
All right, and we're back. Triage is taking a quick break. He'll be back momentarily. But yeah, so apparently on the other side of this is that the animators. So let's run it back. So as we all know, there was a writer's strike recently that recently ended. Writers and Actors Guild strike. SAG and the Writers Guild all went on strike because of horrible conditions, not getting paid enough, and then yep, I was about to say that they pretty much their jobs are being threatened to be taken over by AI now,
or turning people into AI zombies,
or yeah, turning people to AI. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Hold up.
They want, yeah, that's what Actors Guild's fighting for. They're making sure sure people can't get turned into AI zombies. They're making sure people who are dead can't get brought back with the freaking dead. It's freaking putting movies without getting their families.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
that was the main reason they're fighting.
Yeah, that was the main reason, because they were about to try to use AI and use actors' likenesses until and they write it in the contract that you sign on with us, we get to use your likeness for all of eternity, and your family won't get a piece of it because one, you don't own your likeness anymore. They want to own your likeness anymore.
So that shit got kibossed real quick.
Yeah. So from my understanding is this is the similar situation that's going on with the animators. So a lot of people are saying that right now there's a lack of work within the industry. Of course, with a lot of shows being that have ended, gone defunct. And hold on. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fully go through this list that I was reading. So this list that I was reading before are original series that used to be on Cartoon Network, and now this list spans from about 1993 to about 2001. 2002. I'm sorry. Nope. Take it back. Nope, goes all the way up to 2021. Right? So these are all animated. Since we're talking about animated, it's all animated. The Moxie Show, Space Ghost Coast to Coast, What a Cartoon, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, Iron Weasel, The Powerpuff Girls, The 98 Show, Ed, Edd and Eddie, Mike Lugan, Courage Kelly Dog, Sheep in the Big City, Time Squad, which was also a wild ass show, Samurai Jack, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Evil Con Carne, Grim and Evil, Kids Next Door, Whatever Happened to Robot Jones, Star Wars, Clone Wars, Megas XLR, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Hi Puffy Yami, The Life and Times of Juniper Lee, Camp Lazlo, Sunday Pants, My Gym Partner's a Monkey, Ben 10, Squirrel Boy, Class 3000, Chowder. Give me a second, I gotta breathe. Transformers Animated, Ben 10, Alien Force, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, The Secret Saturdays, Ben 10, Ultimate Alien, Generator Rex, Symbiotic Titan, Robotomy, The Problem Solvers, Secret Mountain Fort Awesome, Ben 10, Omniverse, Uncle Grandpa, which was another wild ass show, Steven Universe, Mixels, Clarence. Now these are getting into kind of the newer shows. Yeah. So Clarence, We Bear Bears, that newer Powerpuff Girls show, Mighty Magi Swords, the redo for the Ben 10, like all these now this is a long ass list of everything I just said. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more animated shows. All those shows are no longer ran on Cartoon Network. None of them. So now you may ask, what is currently running on Cartoon Network? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at their current program. Their current programming involves Craig of the Creek, which this list is actually not updated because I heard they actually just canceled Craig of the Creek. Craig of the Creek, We Baby Bears, The Heroic Quest of Valiant Prince Ivanhoe. Those are the original programming. The acquired programming, which was from another company, we got Teen Titans Go, Tiny Toons University, which clearly both of those are from Warner Brothers, and then Tono Drama Island, which is a Canadian show. But then now they also have the reruns of Adventure Time regular show, Gumball, Summer Camp Island, which was like a spin-off of Total Drama Island, and Jessica's Big Little World. Right? Those are the reruns of the original programming. But then they're also showing reruns of their acquired programming, which is all Warner Brothers stuff. Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo Guess Who, another Tom and Jerry. But then they also have their kid stuff, which is Cartoon Neato programming, which is Bugs Bunny and Batwheels. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 18 shows currently running. Our entire network is currently running 18 shows. Like, that's sad. That's fucking sad. An entire network only running 18 shows. Now, as if you compare that to the former running list, at least, let's see here. That ended in 2000. That's one. I'm just doing a little count. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then now we got bring it back, because then now these were also running during the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 20. Yeah, about 20. To from at one point having 28 different shows on that were on like actually playing on the network at the same time in their lineup. To now only having what I say 18 till 16.
It was 18. You lost 10.
Yeah. They currently now have 18 shows with only three being their original programming, like made by Cartoon Network. Everything that I read off, all those shows that I read off, all 20 of those were, I'd say out of that 20 some odd shows, I'd say about 6 of them were acquired. Yeah, about 6 of them were acquired from Warner Brothers or Canadian co-producers. And that's only spanning from like 2001. Yeah, that's spanning from like 2000 all the way up to like about like 2000, I say 10. So that's a 10-year run with 20 some odd shows running at the same time, having a roster of 20 some odd shows. But that's like a fucking golden era to me. Let's check it out. We got some comments here from Chaz. What's up, Chaz? It's been a long time no see. The director for Mighty Magic Swords was arrested. Oh, wow. Okay, that's wild. Didn't know that, but that makes sense. That show was a little wild. Also Tsunami. And then you know, that is very, very true. Very, very true.
Wait for Konami, like you're just bringing up the main network. I wasn't sure if you're gonna
That's just the main network. Bro, that's just the main network.
You're forgetting about you're forgetting Adult Swim and you're forgetting about Toonami, man. Like
I'm just talking about specifically just like the daytime running shit. From 2000 to 2010, they had like 20 some odd shows running.
Bye, Shredder.
Like it was absolutely ridiculous. Like it was wild. And again, like you said, that's not mentioning Toonami or Adult Swim. Because right there, you're adding another 10 each. Adding another 10 each. Well, actually, no. Toonami was a lot of acquired television. So, including like a lot of the anime. So it's coming over from the other other countries and other stations and shit. But yeah. So this was like the golden age. And with that, as you can see, this downfall, this drop in shows. This is such a massive drop in shows. So it's like, how many animators do you really have on these shows right now? As opposed to what you used to have. Because I'm not counting the reruns. The reruns are already made. So they have 6 shows that are being drawn for and animated for. But how many, like, so yeah, animators are essentially animators are having a hard time right now. The same kind of hard time that writers and shit were having as well. So I personally feel like for the industry, this is bad. This is bad for business. This is the industry. Oh, the industry is good. The industry is dying right now, man. It's definitely dying. Like, again, like you said, one of your shows that you love to watch was Ben 10.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen any show pop up lately they actually fucked up Ben 10. They actually redid Ben 10 and fucked it up.
I know they redid it and fucked it up. They said let's let it end. They ended at a perfect ending. They had it. Mm-hmm. They already had the ending set up. They had everything set up, and then they kept going because reboots are the big old thing. That's why I'm like, don't touch certain things. Don't need to get touched. I'm sorry. There's certain things that don't need to get touched. And I can turn that so mad. Certain things that don't need to get touched.
You hear that, Nickelodeon? You hear that, Drake? You hear that, Drake? There's certain things that just don't need to be touched. That just shouldn't be touched. OV-hos. This is certain shit. You're absolutely right, though.
Like,
you're absolutely right. It's
like,
like,
have good endings. Leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah,
like,
let it stay dead. Let it stay dead.
Ended it. Give it an ending. Let it rest, man. Like certain regular show, they can just they can do stuff after the fact. They can fill in gaps. There's gaps they can fill in because they.
But even then, they can even.
So I'm not too worried about that, but
even then, people they're bringing that back because a lot of the diehard fans weren't satisfied with the ending that they gave them. Which, after looking at it, I'm like, all right, I get it. Yeah, that's not a very satisfying ending. So they're like, all right, they're gonna bring the original writers. They're bringing the original writers back and the original animators back,
and the creator,
and the creator, and they're gonna redo. Not redo, but they're gonna continue on. It's gonna be, I think it's like 5, maybe like or 10 years later, but it's a time skip. It's complete. It's later on. Like they each have. It's going to be about their kids, Rick and Morty's kids, and the shenanigans and shit that they get into. So that makes sense. But something like Ben 10 that you gave a solid ending to,
Like, you gave a solid ending, dog. Like, that shit was solid. Certain things you just don't touch because solid endings, man.
Yeah. So now, are you talking?
Then you put yourself in a writing restraint. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this as an example because I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I'm gonna use this as an example. I love Super. I love Dragon Ball stuff. But the ending of Dragon Ball was established. There was a concrete time period to the time stop. And at this point, they gotta go faster to make the ending make sense. Or they got retcon.
Yeah.
Because it don't make sense. Because the power scale was off. Like, what?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The power scale was off. It's the whole thing. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Now I'm just saying. Now you got these two main characters that are, literally as strong as gods, apparently struggling in Boo Saga. They're struggling with Boo, right? The ending is Android Saga, the Cell Saga.
Way after that. The ending is way after Boo, though.
Oh well, I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z fan.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see here.
Boo's card, reincarnated, the whole thing. So that whole gap, because then they ended up having the whole gap, that whole time skip, that whole Digo time skip that goes into the whole thing. Pretty much, they have to redo that whole thing. That time skip is not. That ending of Dragon Ball has to get changed at this point because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It doesn't make sense.
So
where the hell's Beerus? Where the hell's Whis? And then all the power boosts everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. So Chaz says Adam Conover from Adam Ruins Everything does an awesome explanation about what's happening in the animation and gaming industry. Yeah, because there's a lot going on, and I feel like it's not being talked about. It's not being talked about
too right now.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah, they are. They definitely are.
They're treating their boys like it's bad in there too, because crunch is encouraged and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of this is also what is so I'll put it this way. To me, I feel like the biggest problem is corporate greed overall. Corporate greed above all. Because corporate greed is what is causing these companies to pump out projects before they are complete, before they're done, before they're ready.
The whole reboot thing is getting so nuts to bring it back Barney, but turning it into a cartoon.
I honestly, like, I'm partial to that. I know you have your bias, but I'm partial.
I've gotten over that bias. I've gotten better about it.
I'm partial to this one. I'm partial to this because I think Barney was a really great show for kids to watch.
They might mess
not
it up,
for
though.
not for kids to be a part of, clearly, but for them to watch. The first Barney did. The first dude that played Barney did.
That wasn't the black dude was messing with older women.
No. Well, one of the actors of Barney was messing with the kids. And that's why they took Barney off air for a while. And then they brought him back. After they got a new guy to play Barney. That was where you've seen the color change in the suit. It was one of them was messing with the kids. That makes exactly, Chaz. She says, Eyes Mappa enslaving their animators. Exactly. It's shit like that. That really, and then, and then a prime example. So that's a prime example for animators. Prime example for gaming is Cyberpunk. That's exactly what happened with Cyberpunk. Corporate greed got in the way of Cyberpunk being a good game. They told now it's a good game. Yeah, but they told the devs told the company, yeah, this game's not ready yet. It's full of holes. It's a buggy mess. This is not playable right now. They said no. We will not delay anymore. This is what we're gonna do. Send it out. And they lost mad fucking money.
They
To the
lost
point-
reputation.
They lost their yes, exactly. Lost
Reputation
their
of being a good
reputation.
studio because they're considered one of those studios that don't do shit like that, and then they fucked it up.
Yep, with one of the most anticipated games of the year. To the point where they were supposed to have a multiplayer, and now that will never happen.
For the bottom point, Miners are doing it. If the company don't do it, Miners do it.
Exactly, Chaz. Keanu Reeves put his name on that. He put his stamp on that. You're right. Absolutely right. Keanu Reeves put his stamp on that.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
He lent his voice to it, lent his likeness, and they just completely just fucked it because corporate greed.
Yeah, that's why Carton Network's going down the shitter because too many cooks in the kitchen, man. There's too many cooks in the damn kitchen.
Yeah. Yep.
Because Warner Brother wants to do certain things a certain way. It's like, nigga, sometimes this shit don't work that way.
I'd say, on top of there being too many cooks in the kitchen. No. Right now, the problem is there's not enough cooks in the kitchen. But there's a lot of people wanting their hands out.
Now you got people from Discovery bopping heads of the people from Warner in general because they're supposed to be one company, but they're all bopping each other's heads because one person wants to go this way, one person wants to go the other way, and right now their head is more reality TV based, so he doesn't care about animation, cares about real life programming, which is dumb.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. So the reason why I say it's too little cooks in the kitchen is because right now, like, a lot of animators are refusing to work without there being some kind of restriction or protection. Because like Chaz brought up, with everything that's going on with Mappa, the ones that took over for the Attack on Titan and a bunch of other animes, their animators have openly came out and said they work literally around the clock. There's weeks where they don't go home to be able to see their family.
That's Japan.
Yeah, Japan and stuff.
Japan's culture is way different than ours.
Exactly, but in a world where animation, both anime and regular cartoon, are now starting to meld together, there has to be a global standard. There has to be a global standard because we have, especially with America, who's starting to outsource shit left and right more than they normally have been, especially animators. Like, America, we're some cheap bitches. We're cheap. If we can get some shit for a deal, we don't get some shit for a goddamn
we're
deal.
Cheap. We're cheap as hell, but we're greedy as fuck. We're cheap as hell, but greedy as fuck.
Exactly. It's weird. It's because but no, it makes sense though. Because we're cheap as hell, so we want to spend as little as possible in order to make as much as possible. So if they're like, all right, we want this animated. If we have to pay an animator here a salary of like say 60, 70, I don't know what an animator's salary is, but $60,000-$70,000 a year. But over there, we can pay a salary of like $10,000-$20,000 a year. Let's send it over there and we'll get it done faster and send back to us and have to pay less.
Yeah, pay less by ass.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Are they though? They're not, because they're getting exactly what they want. And us as consumers are watching the shit and loving the shit that they're giving us. Even though, what we're watching is, has been sent overseas to be made for less money. Same quality, sometimes even better quality than us, depending on the animation company. Because honestly, the Japan's animation companies are fucking on another level, dude. They're on a whole nother level. Some of them, you know, because if you look at us, look at all these American made, like these American animation companies, and
What
look at
American made animations? What are supposed to outsource to Canada at this point?
see, there you go, right there,
Canada is also our work.
So,
we don't got really any.
Japan is also outsourcing animators. Their teams come from America, the Philippines, Korea, India, and France. See, everyone's outsourcing. Everyone's outsourcing at this point because they're like, if it could get made cheaper with the same quality, why? Whoa, bless me. Pardon me, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, they're like, why not? You know, definitely, Chaz, I 100% agree with you. RIP Sky Blue Studios. Like, you know, so many, there's been so many people are suffering from this dumb shit that they're doing, and this greedy shit that they're doing within this industry.
They don't give two shits because they're still good. They still got food in their mouths. They can still do all that stuff. And sometimes they just throw their money away. They're burning so much money, and it's like you're burning it. You're burning it. You're burning it. What are you doing? You're burning it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're literally shoving their money into furnaces at this point.
Yep. Absolutely.
If I can have it, no one can. Type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which is wild.
Yeah, and so this is where we come in to take a look at the shit that Cartoon Network is doing right now. There's let's see, she said, I will never forgive Disney for what they did to Blue Sky Studios. I 100% agree with you. But even if you look at it, like Blue Sky has been moved around so much, like from doing 21st Century Fox to the Disney acquisition and closure, and like, because I'm like, what? Let me see. So it was Walt Disney acquired 21st Century Fox, and Fox was the owner of them at that time. So by parts, you know, they end up taking over, and then it was back in like 2019. Blue Sky Studios and its parent company, 21st Century Fox, would be integrated as units within the Walt Disney Studios, with co-presidents, the Milarorio and Bard, if I remember correctly, leading the studios. So I just felt like that, you know, and then after that, then from there, it just kind of like went downhill. They did, they said the Spies in Disguise. That was the shit with Will Smith when he voice acted the fucking pigeon.
The Ice Age movies, man.
Yep. No, I was saying the last one of the last movies that they did.
They did a Will Smith movie. Oh,
yeah, the Spies in Disguise. Will Smith, he plays a spy that gets turned into a. Yeah, Tom Holland. Yeah, he gets turned into a pigeon. Yeah, that one. That was actually a good ass movie. I was not expecting that movie to be good, but that was actually a really good movie. I was not expecting that to be a good movie, but yeah. But yeah, you know, and then of course, like you brought up the shit they ended up killing off Ice Age. But I mean, Ice Age, it needed to stop. It did. They were going a little bit too far with the Ice Age movies. Then, but yeah, and stuff like that really that really, really, really fucked up and is fucking up the industry right now. What Disney needs to do, I'm not Disney, I'm sorry, what Cartoon Network needs to do, they need to get back on their good foot, go back to the old shit that they were doing. And honestly, maybe I was about to say maybe the other problem of it is they just don't have the money to do it.
Because they did all that damn buyout merger shit, and they kind of fucked themselves and they put themselves in a bad spot where they keep putting money into failures, man.
Yep, exactly.
And not letting shit cook. Like,
yes.
Let shit cook.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
Like the Snyderverse stuff. Let them cook. You didn't let them guys cook at all. You didn't let that shit fin. Like, they had that whole thing set up. It was going to print you money. And what you going to do? We're going to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much the parent company said. That's usually what they do. As soon as they start seeing one fucking problem or one thing does best, they kill it. Like, what?
Like, give it a chance. Like so look at
it.
We
know one bad apple spoils a bunch, but damn.
So look at this shit. So I just put up a list of all the shows that were on Cartoon Network's Toonami, right? And this is from this is a list that's from 97 to 08. So it's not what's currently running right now. Right? Thundercats, Voltron, The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. That was for my grandpappy. That was my grandpappy was watching that when he was a kid. Robotech, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Super Friends, Reboot, Gundam Wing, Tenchi Muyo. Sorry, I probably mispronounced that horribly. Batman animated series, Card Captors, Mobile Suit Gundam, Dragon Ball, Batman Beyond, Zoids, New Century, Gundam 0080.
Batman Beyond was on there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. They popped it on there. It had its brief stint on there. Mm-hmm. Yep. They had shows like Zatch Bell, fucking like damn near almost all the Gundam shows. He-Man, Master of the Universe, Transformers Armada, Yu Yu Hakusho, Roni Kenshin, Justice League, Cyborg 009. Fun fact, Cyborg 009 was the first anime I have ever watched. Cyborg 009 was the show that got me introduced to anime, and I watched it on Toonami. So it was Cyborg 009, the original Cyborg 009, not the new shit, the original shit. And then after that it was Inuyasha. But yeah, and then so they had all these other shows that all these shows were clearly all outsourced, whether it be Transformers. Who owns the IP for Transformers? Is it Warner Brothers?
Nope, Hasbro.
No. Hasbro, yes. Well, now it's Hasbro. Yeah, it's Hasbro.
It's been Hasbro.
Yeah, it's been Hasbro. Yeah. So whether it be all these acquired things, whether it be from the Japanese studios, Hanna-Barbera, Hasbro, let's see who else is on here. Warner Brothers. Yeah, that's it. So, and it's just like all of this greatness right here, and where they currently are now is just appalling to me. It's just like, and as somebody like we've been saying, who has grown up, who grew up during the golden age of cartoons, and is looking what our kids are watching now, it's like, what are you watching? What are you watching? Like, okay, granted, a lot of the shows we watch were not brain food whatsoever. Yeah, it's just like there's this so much shit that, how do I say? I'm trying to think about how to say this. The shows that we watched back in the day, yes, a lot of the show was brain fart and just kind of like brain fodder, but at the overall arcing theme of the show, you learn something out of the show. You learn something about being kind to others. You learn something about helping others. You learned about, something about yourself in a way. You learned something. You always end up learning some kind of good lesson at the end of our shows from when we were younger. Unless you were watching Marvel Smith's Adventures of Flapjack. Then you learn absolutely nothing, and your brain just got absolutely fucking fried away for no fucking reason and got nightmares. But yeah, besides Flapjack, I can't say that. I mean, I can say that, but you did learn something from Flapjack too. At the end of Flapjack, you always end up learning that, like, you got to trust in yourself. That's all Flapjack was really about. The show was about, self-discovery. And that's what a lot of that show was about. Even through all of its LSD mushroom ride that every episode was. You know what? I'm proud. When we're done with the show, I'm probably gonna smoke and watch that and see what happens. I'll let you know. I'll let you know where the ride takes me. But no, it's just sad because now you look at these kids shows, like, and when I say kids, I'm talking about like the age range that we were when these shows were on, which from 2000 to 2010, right? That was like, I was born in 94. 2000, I was like, what? Like 5, 6, 7, whatever. And then 2010, like within that range right there. Like, if you look at that, like today, the modern day demographic of that age, one, a lot of them aren't even watching fucking cartoons, right? But the cartoons that are, and there actually are no cartoons kind of aimed for that age demographic anymore. And that's what I find. Go ahead.
Let's go to some like Me cartoons, which has like old cartoons like the freaking 80s on it.
Exactly. There are no cartoons kind of aimed for that for that preteen range anymore. For that preteen, early teen anymore. Because that's really what taught us a lot of our fucking life lessons. Besides actually being outside and being around people, those cartoons is like really like taught at least me. I'll speak for myself. Talk to me, spoke a lot for me. Yes, Bluey has taken over. Bluey is so fucking good. Bluey is for kids all and adults. Ages. It's for kids and adults. Bluey has taken over.
The whole episode is pretty much geared towards for adults.
Yeah, but it's done in a way that kids can watch it too. Mm-hmm. And it's that's it's so cool. I love Bluey. I love sitting down and watching Bluey with my son. And that's like Bluey is Australia. Something beautiful has come out of a place where everything wants to kill you. something so beautiful as Bluey has come out of a place where everything wants to kill you and can kill you.
But Disney's the import of it, though.
But no. They tried. But Bluey is now officially strictly Australian. Like, there's been only two episodes that have been banned here, and I've seen them both personally myself, and I understand why. It was a little too mature for the kids. There was one episode about the Rainbow Baby episode. That actually, I'm not gonna lie, when I caught on to what was going on,
That's the one episode I'm talking about, strictly for adults.
No. So it was actually more sad than anything. So do you know what a rainbow baby is?
Yes.
So for those who don't know, a rainbow baby is it's the baby after a woman miscarriages, to my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's a rainbow baby. Then the baby after a woman happens to lose a child. And so that's what that episode was about. And like, I was sitting there, I was watching, and I was like, whoa, that's deep. That's deep. So yeah, it's a little too much for the kids, but it was done it wasn't outlandish. It was done in a very, very respectful way. It was done in a very, very respectful way. So, but it was banned because it's like, no, that's a little too much for kids. And I forgot what the other episode was. But it was the same thing, the same idea of it. It was just a little too much for kids. At least American kids. But Bluey is absolutely amazing. I have no qualms with it whatsoever. It's highly educational. It, especially my son, it teaches him so much. It teaches him so much.
Don't let the
empathy.
internet ruin it.
Trust me, he will never know about that rule. I'm waiting until he's like 21 for him to find out about that rule.
Yeah, just don't let the internet ruin it. Just don't let him ruin it, because you already know in a certain community will just.
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
Disney Disney offered them to buy Bluey from them, and they told they were going to go through with it. They were going to go through with it, but Disney wanted all of Bluey. They wanted all of it.
Of course, Disney wants all of everything. Oh, can't do the mouse.
The mouse has to have it all. Oh. But no, they backed out. They're like, no, we still would like our show on Disney, but we just don't feel comfortable giving you all the rights to it. There's probably more particulates to go in with that, but
they'll change the show too much.
Yeah, they were looking to change the show too much.
They'll tone it down. You already know they're going to tone it down. Just based on the 2 episodes they banned.
Yeah,
they'll tone it down more.
Yeah, but Bluey was it's perfect the way it is. It's a little something for everyone to watch. And a lot of people have a problem with, like, let's say their son watching Bluey, because Bluey's a girl and her sister are girls. They're girls. And I'm like, and so what?
Blue's Clues was a girl, dog.
Yeah, Blue was a girl. And
took me years to figure that out. But
yeah.
I found out until years later. But girl, I was like,
yeah.
Now it makes sense for Magenta and stuff. Now it makes sense. I'm like, why is this? But like, okay.
Yep. Magenta was Blue's homegirl. And then you had the blue, the greenish pup. I forgot his name, but he was a dude. But no, like there's no longer shows for these demographics again, unless like Bluey. But even then, like you really got to get a teenage kid to sit down to watch Bluey. You know, for parents, like we kind of have to sit down and watch Bluey because we're watching it with our kids, with the younger ones. So it's kind of like, hey, don't die on us.
I'm not. I gotta get one death cough in per show.
It's in your contract, damn it. But we're stupid. But no, with the way Cartoon Network just needs to figure this. First off, they're not going to get their shit together because now with the merger with Warner Brothers, they're not going to get their shit together.
I mean, where's the merger with Discovery? You mean that has Warner about the company to begin with?
Okay, yeah. So technically they'll be owned by Discovery since Discovery now owns Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers is merged with Cartoon Network. But I don't know. I just feel like there's just too much bullshit going on. Like, let people work. Like, it's not that hard to just be like, all right, here's our project. And here's our project. How soon can you finish this project? Right? That there's the question. How soon can you finish this project? And then you build your deadlines based off of how quickly your team can get it done.
There's always all preset deadlines.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So here's the thing: you, as a company, if you're a big company like this,
which gaming industry's finally learning that don't happen. They're finally learning don't do that now.
I feel like CD Projekt Red gave them it's a cautionary tale. It's a cautionary
tale. They
don't
release dates until the game's close to being done.
Yeah. Yep. It's an absolute cautionary tale. And and it shows them, this is what happens when you get greedy and you push and push and push when you don't have shit to back it up. So I feel like, clearly it's not going to happen. But when it comes to this, what they need to start doing is, because these are companies that have a legacy, that have a history of, they've made amazing things. They need to get in there and start throwing their dicks around. Be like, hey, you see the work that I create. You see the work that I've done.
Some of them have.
I say
they just don't care.
That's a good point too. It's like, either you want this product, so it's gonna get done when my people can get it done properly and with good quality, or it's just not gonna get done and you're not gonna have it. So you either let my people do what they got to do to get the show done and put it out properly, or put the project out properly, or you're not going to get any part of this project. The show will be released when it's able to be released.
But people nowadays got used to shit to binging. You gotta worry about people how they want to have everything done and that people can binge it. Because the things aren't released weekly anymore. And animation takes a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Years. Even like some fan animations took like 4 years to do.
Yeah, that's very true. But now when you have a massive team of animators,
It still takes a long time.
a massive team of animators, and then it's also about the stories that they're trying to tell as well. You know what I mean? Like I know when it comes to anime it's a different story. There's so many different there's so much so many different things that have to go into when it comes to animation, because now you have to take what's in the manga and you have to fully
Sometimes I
realize that. Yeah, sometimes they don't do that. Sometimes it but for the most part you got to take you got to take these scenes from the manga and you have to animate these scenes from the manga. So but there's no it's not clip by clip in the manga. So now you have to figure out, all right, this person's flying through the air. How are the physics of the clothes going to be moving? How fast are they going? How am I going to get this into this, the proper dimensions and shit like that, and fill in these gaps between this panel and this panel? So there's a lot that goes into that as well. Cartooning it as well. I mean, it's difficult as well, but
That's what I meant. Animation in general.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a little bit, not much, because I don't want my head getting bit off in the comments. I would say cartooning is a little bit easier.
Nah.
Because there's like I said, I feel like there's other things that go along with it as well. I feel like technology could also help, but I feel like I personally already don't like.
I don't like 3D shit. 3D takes forever.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Don't look good
It does.
Fuck no.
And then you got to worry about accidentally
I
clipping.
prefer some of that shit does look cool, but I prefer certain things in 2D.
I prefer I don't, and I also don't mind animes that are like a little bit of both. Like it's
Dragon
2D.
Ball's a little bit of both. Dragon Ball is a little bit of both.
Yeah, it's 2D, but then certain scenes have a bit of a 3-dimensional aspect to it.
Sure, well, they had to do 3D because certain things don't look that. They're trying to make it look as good, close to the manga as you get in your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes 2D can't do that. But
let's see. Chad says, "What about the AI push?" So the AI push, I am not okay with the AI push whatsoever. Let me point out, I personally do use AI myself, but I do not use it for any art. And if I do use it for art, it's labeled that it's AI art. And it's usually never any good because I'm not good at writing prompts or anything.
AI
but
is crazy.
Yeah,
because there's mistakes there. You get hands. Hands.
It takes a lot of refining for there not to be issues. But I feel like when it comes time for when you're making AI do a job that you could pay someone else to do, that's where the problem comes in. That's where the problem comes in. You know what I mean? Or when you're using AI to capitalize, so you don't have to spend extra money to have someone else do it. You're taking that person's job away. It is a little messed up.
There's multiple issues with AI. There's multiple issues.
Yeah.
Now we see science fiction movies. We know what's gonna.
Yeah. So for me, like I'm not good at like social media. I'm not very good at social media. Even though like I've been around since the beginning of social media, like when it comes to the way all these influencers are moving now, the way they do the captions and posts and stuff like that, that's more so what I use AI for writing, and even then it's just for ideas. And you're right, it's no longer art if it's AI. That's true as well. But I don't know. I'm partial on that. Because I feel like some people feel in order for something to be art, there has to be a soul. There has to be soul put into it. AI is a robot, thus it doesn't have a soul. But then that brings in the whole conundrum of how do you quantify life? How do you quantify living? And that's old conversation. That's like that when you start talking about that, you start getting into Skynet territory, and we're not trying to get there.
Skynet and other things. And
yeah. So
we're not trying to go down that rabbit hole. Oh, hell no.
That's a rabbit hole that the world doesn't want to be in, and we need to cool down. The world needs to cool down with this damn AI shit before we get there. So for me, I don't know. I use AI to make my job easier. Not because I don't hire any, I don't just, you know what I mean? It's mine. This is my baby. I don't have anybody else working on, writing stuff, or like Triage. He takes over our Facebook post and our Facebook stuff. So anything you see posted on our Facebook is all Triage. Anything you see posted on Instagram is all me. But again, I'm not, there's nobody that is specifically hired to do certain things. I like to do it myself. It's just, and even then,
the whole thing is pretty much volunteer.
yeah.
So it's volunteer.
But even when I do use AI to help with my writing, it's specifically as an idea to help me get the feel of what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to say, or show me how it's supposed to be written or supposed to be done. So I can then take my own ideas and put them into that format. So I'm never copying and pasting from like Chat GPT or anything. Not copying and pasting. I'm taking that template, that outline, and because for it to show me how it's supposed to be written or formatted or set up, and then from there I'm retyping my own, but just in that with based off that template. Yeah, so it's not really, but the AI push when it comes to trying to lower cost of animation, AI trying to lower costs on getting actors, doing these things that are literally going to erase somebody's job and erase somebody's.
Its quality's not good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the quality is not good. The AI quality is not good at all.
We can tell certain things. That's why I said there's certain things you can tell. There's certain things that look really good, all right, but they can't do hands. They can't do certain things that a human can.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It definitely takes the human aspect out of it, and I'm not okay with the AI push when it comes to it taking people's jobs away. You know what I mean? I feel like AI is something that should be used as a tool for learning, for rapid learning. Because if you really think about it, what we have nowadays is not real AI.
It better not get to that point.
It's not real AI. It's at what it is in reality. It's something learning. I forget, but it's not AI, because all the chat bot is doing is when you ask it something or ask it to do something, all it's doing is Googling everything possibly it can. Let's say you ask Chat GPT, write me a script for a Western. Chat GPT would not be able to write a Western script without someone having to have already written a script about Westerns and it be there online. You know what I mean? That's all AI is doing. That's all these chatbots are doing, are just when you ask it, hey, can you make this for me? All it's doing is referencing stuff that's already been made, taking bits and pieces of that and putting it into something for you. So it's not really AI. It's not really AI. All it's doing is just referencing shit that's already been done that's out there on the internet, just a lot faster than what we could. So I feel like AI should be used for learning purposes only, and it shouldn't be used like making money or taking people's jobs away from them. Yeah, I find that really fucked up. But let's take a quick break. Let's hear back from our AI friends, and when we come back, we'll get into our final thoughts. Unfortunately, Triage is having some technical difficulty on inside, so he's probably going to be sitting the rest of the episode out.
Going on, everybody? Lloyd Jones with Midnight Comics here, and we'd like to introduce you guys to our show, The Indie Breakdown, a show where we break down your favorite indie comic book characters' power, stats, and abilities, and get them ready for an eventual indie versus matchup. All Indie Breakdown episodes go live first on Spotify and on Patreon, with them eventually showing up on YouTube. So if you guys want to check out The Indie Breakdown and learn more from your favorite indie comic book creators, now's the time to do so. We hope you guys decide to tune in, and remember, until next time, midnight is coming.
Hi, I go by Lady Mandalore, the creator of Roomful of Blurs. Do you have a whiteboard in your room? Do people get a glazed over look in their eye when you start to explain things to them? Well, come join me every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we can talk comics and get to know some new creators of color, only on YouTube and Twitch.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Calvin, from the Icarus Podcast, and I just want to say that we got new episodes coming next Saturday and every Saturday after that. So all I will have to say from here is keep enjoying the show. You can check us out, www.icarusmetrocomics.com. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and more. See y'all next time.
All right, and we're back. So, I don't know. I just feel like there is. So overall, on the on the topic of, is Cartoon Network shutting down? The overall answer is no. Cartoon
Not
Network
the
did.
name, but the essence of it, soul's dead.
Damn.
The branding of it is still there. The brand is there, but the soul is gone.
Yeah, the Cartoon
It's
Network
pretty much a
brand
zombie
is
at this
there.
point.
But yeah, so from Cartoon Network, they made a statement that they will not be shutting down. They, especially because we also have like we said earlier, there's a shit ton of projects that they're actually going to be dropping soon. But again, I don't know. I don't know, because like I agree with Deso. Like, there is,
It's bad when they push their adult block to 5 o'clock and don't have nothing to fill in the gap before the adult block starts. The adult block starts at 5 o'clock and they're just showing old cartoons. There's a problem there. When they're showing the old stuff from back in the day, and they have nothing to fill that gap.
yeah,
Adult Swim used to start at like
9.
10 o'clock. So they have time to fill that gap. So they had a whole bunch to fill that gap. Now that everything got pushed, how much farther are you going to push in more?
Mm-hmm.
So now they're starting to put other stuff associated with that. So it's like, huh? Because apparently and all right from the same company anyway, but still.
Mm-hmm. So, but no, I 100% agree with you. I feel like the essence of Cartoon Network is going to be gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
And
just
when
gonna
it
be a
comes,
name. It's gonna be a name and a brand. It's pretty much gonna. It's just only gonna be a name. It's gonna be a brand
yeah,
with no soul.
I mean, like, like most things these days, Um, but like for me, I just feel like, and as we're doing this, I'm trying to find their exact statement, Cartoon Network's exact statement here. See, huh? Yeah, Sirius. Their statement is, "Y'all, we're not dead. We're just turning 30. To our fans, we're not going anywhere. We have been and will always be your home for beloved, innovative cartoons. More to come soon." Now the thing about that was back in 2022. That was back in 22. So I I don't know. That was that being back from 22. It's interesting to say the least. But I also feel like a lot of these rumors and stuff came out of Cartoon Network India as well. So what the the actual like the real truth to the story is, honestly, we may never know. We may never know. So I don't. I feel like Cartoon Network needs to go back to the shit that it was doing before, where they had multiple shows running at the same time. Stop pouring money into like shitty assets.
The live action era didn't help.
Yeah, they did a whole era of live action that I feel like that era really, really, really,
Being
really
real,
fucked
that
shit
was
up.
stupid.
Yeah,
That was dumb.
yeah, it really fucked shit.
We're here to watch cartoons. Your network's called Cartoon Network. There's. But that was trying to compete with their competition, but their competition wasn't named. Didn't have cartoon in the name. Nickelodeon and Disney don't have cartoon in the name. They can do other things.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
People ain't coming
but
to Cartoon Network to see live action shit. I'm sorry, they're not.
no, and honestly, I don't even know of any other live action shows that were actually good that I actually enjoyed.
None of them are good.
Like
None.
there was a one thing about
Was Andrew
oh
C.
Andrew CK, the destroy builds destroy.
This is blowing stuff up. You can watch that
Yeah.
anywhere, pretty much. If you want to go blow some, shut up. Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
What? Nah, bro.
Nope.
Now you gotta say it, bro.
If you want to watch someone blow stuff up, just watch the news. Just watch the news at the time. At that point,
that's that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You want to see some shit blow up? Go watch the news.
Yeah, like that's pretty much that's.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just dumb. That whole push was stupid.
And again, I ran through a whole list of shows. Like,
At least you can say one thing about Cartoon Network.
what?
They didn't have a pedal problem.
That we know of.
That we know of. But at this point, you would think it would have came out already.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
After the whole
but
thing,
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because they didn't deal with live action like that.
No.
They didn't deal with actual kids like that.
No.
Did you know that when you're a voice actor, your voice acting is only in 4-hour increments?
Yes.
So you're only in the booth. You're only working 4 hours a day. You're only working 4 hours a day.
A lot of kids were children, so they probably had child labor laws they had to obey by too.
Exactly. So they, but even then, it was probably different because based off the type of job that they're doing. So child labor laws are different depending on what kind of job you're doing, and it's also permission that's being granted by that person's parent or guardian. But even then, anywhere 4 hours, like 4 hours is, I'm pretty sure the minimum, well, the max, even then that you can have, like if you're 16, is like 4 hours. You can only get like 4 hours a day when you're working if you're underage. So like, yeah, 4 hours of voice work to get paid. I don't know, man. Like,
But some of
come
them
on.
didn't get paid. They didn't get paid for residuals, though. They weren't smart.
And that's the problem. And that's the shit that they fought for a while back. I'm pretty sure that was during the last strike.
But some of them contracts didn't sign for residuals. Some of them did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nah, if I ever get a contract for some shit like that, I get residuals for every time this show is aired. I get paid.
Every time my voice is used.
Every time my voice is used, because that includes any kind of like weird commercials you want to use my character for.
The person that played Simba and Lion King still gets residual checks because his mama
Oh,
said, "No,
his
we're not
mom,
doing
yeah,
that."
his mom hooked
His mama
him up
caught
for
that.
life.
She was like, "No." She was like, "Nope, we don't want this big chunk of money now. We want residuals." What? And back
His
then,
mom,
they didn't do residual like that.
yeah,
He still gets residuals to this day.
Yep. His mom set him up for life. Set him up for life. And, he was about to not take that role, right?
I know.
Because he was
on the singing
doing
role. It was on the singing role. It wasn't for the
Yep.
act. It was only the singing role because they originally was supposed to do the whole thing, but then they changed it to Joey Osmond and everyone else in the other cast. I think was black. Besides that role, but I don't understand why they changed because Mufasa was played with James Earl Jones and his wife was played by I forgot her name. They both played King and the Queen, and they both played the King and Queen in Coming to America.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep.
I forgot her name.
Yes,
but
I did
that
too.
whole cast was set in a certain way.
Huh.
But
so wait, so what's this, Chaz? By all means, explain this. What happened with the creator of Clarence? What's the BS going on with the creator of Clarence? So I didn't hear about that. Clarence is a weird show. Clarence is a really, really weird show. And I really didn't. I'll be honest. I really didn't like the show Clarence that much. It just felt a little bit too weird for me.
Cartoon Network has some weird.
Yeah, Cartoon Network got weird. Cartoon Network did get really weird. Like Gumball, like Gumball. I can't shit on Gumball. Gumball is good because it's
weird, but it's weird. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into. That's why Flapjack is so. That's
in the middle.
It's acceptable to an extent.
That's in the middle.
To an extent. Let's see here. The show suddenly got canceled because of the creator. Oh, what was it, Clarence? Oh, I thought it was Craig of the Creek that got canceled. Maybe it was Clarence that got canceled.
Craig of the Creek got canceled too. It just ended.
It what? Oh, it did. Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't bugging. All right. That was a bug. And We Baby Bears, that really can't be doing too good because We Bears was all right, but I'm pretty sure it didn't catch traction like that. I liked We Bears. It was good. And We Baby Bears, it's fucking adorable. It is fucking adorable. Because wait, so I'm trying to remember, was Jason David Frank on We Baby Bears or We Bears?
I forgot he did that.
Yeah, he was he was a Power Ranger.
Should still be here, but I'm not gonna get in that whole rant.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not. Yeah. Let's not go that way. Let's not go that way. All right. Definitely, Chaz. We'll definitely check out our Insta and get the info on that. Thank you. Thanks for sending that. Because that's oof. Yeah, that's interesting. That's very
Did he just
interesting.
make remark outdated? Was he touching kids?
I don't know. I got well. Well, fine. Let's
We
find
better
out.
figure it out. Cause
Let's
I want
find
my
out.
statement just got shot in the face. My statement just got pretty much demolished.
Yeah. Let's find out. Let's find out. Yeah, but no, clearance was always very weird to me. It was more so, oh, interesting. Thank you, Chaz. Um, I think it may have gotten shot in the face. Um, wow.
Damn it.
Reading it right here. Cartoon Network fires creator of Clarence amid sexual assault allegations.
Yep. Okay. He was. Was it adult or we gotta get the
Nope,
contact?
nope, 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 nope. Nope. It was definitely it was a coworker, a female
It was adult. All
coworker.
right. It was adult.
Yeah.
It's still bad, but not as bad. It's still bad, but not as bad.
Yeah, bro. I was about to say, whoa, hold on, whoa.
That's why
Well,
I said it.
Yeah. I was about to say, hold on, bro,
That's bad.
whoa. So,
We don't touch children. We don't take it against their will. But
no.
uh,
Yeah, but that's
uh,
jeez. You know what? I see it though. If you look at Clarence, if you look at the show, you look at the art, you look at the characters, it makes sense. Because it's just like it's so weird that like only thing that you can really I don't know, it's just so weird. It is literally like the show is just so weird. Watching the show makes you feel awkward. Watching the show just makes you feel awkward.
I don't know why.
Now you know why. Now you know why.
Because the creator was a creepo.
It was a volatile situation, and here's another for the Mighty Magic Swords creator. Oh boy,
Are they all? Is this everyone in the children's industry just creepos at this point? Come on, man.
honestly, you got to be a little bit of a creepo to want to entertain children. I don't know. It's probably not. I apologize to anyone who wants to entertain children. You're probably not a creepo. Cartoon Network show creator Kyle Carrozza arrested. Oh no, shit. Shit. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. He was on his Jizzy shit.
Yep. All right. So that's null and void.
Damn.
Now my statement's null and void. Damn it.
Damn.
My damn statement null and void. Damn it. See,
Yep.
we can't have nice things. We can't have nice things. We
Yep.
can't have it. You can't have nice things. There's always a diddler right behind you, all the time, all the time.
No.
We can't have nice things. We can't have nice things.
It was child pornography possession.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Damn.
You can't have nice things because it always turns out someone was a diddler.
Damn, man.
You're like diddling kids or diddling grown women or just diddling something. So you can't just we can't have nice things.
Damn.
People don't know how to keep their shit in their pants.
No. He was a part of he drew for Fairly Odd Parents, drew for the Casa Grandes movie. Oh no. Oh. His other credits include storyboarding on Warner Brothers Animation's Animaniacs reboot. Oh no. Apple TV's The Snoopy Show, Disney Junior stock McStuffins, not McStuffins. Hooks, Bravest Warriors, Fanboy and Chum Chum. That makes sense.
That show was fucking.
That
weird.
makes fucking sense.
That show was just nasty.
Chaz, please, no, please don't dig up more. Please, no.
No more.
No.
No more.
No
Don't
more.
ruin the stuff.
No
My
more.
child's doing enough. Stop. Stop.
You're ruining our childhood. No, please, no.
Stop.
We're good.
Stop. We're doing enough for the whole Nickelodeon documentary thing and that whole
God.
Oh God.
God.
Stop.
Oh no.
I won't
Oh,
find
no.
out more, man. Because
Oh, here it is.
no more assassinations, please.
No
No more childhood assassinations, please. I'm happy.
Caruza has been charged under California Penal Code, blah blah blah, which is possession of child pornography, and an enhanced charge, which is for individuals knowingly in possession of at least 12 videos, over 600 images.
Jesus Christ, dog.
Dude,
You have a problem.
he is the problem.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Jeez, they're either
But at the same
your
time,
statement might be right, man. Your statement might be right.
Mighty
Your statement might be right
Magisword,
because at this point, man.
Mighty Magiswords also gives me Dan Schneider feels, because the whole thing of it is like they have swords that look different and do different things.
Do they look phallic?
Yes. And now you know one reason why I never got into the industry. Yeah. Ugh.
Damn, like every industry. Damn, look, every industry there's always someone doing something like that. Like every damn entertainment industry, there's always someone doing something they shouldn't be doing. Like that. Always that.
Jesus, man.
It's like
Jesus, man.
We can't have nice things. We can't have nice things.
We can't. Because somebody always wants to fucking touch something they shouldn't be fucking touching.
Yeah.
Stop touching shit. Fuck. If it's not yours, leave it alone.
Sometimes it is theirs and they get in trouble for doing it in public.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's fucking hilarious.
That's what happened to Pee Wee Herman. That's what happened to Paul Rubens. Oh
man. Oh no. But still, stop touching shit. If it's yours, don't touch it. If it's not yours, still don't touch it.
Don't touch it in public, at least. Don't touch it in public.
No, you can't say that. Don't touch it at all. Don't touch it at all. Alexis, your stylus on your tablet, don't touch nothing. Don't touch it. Because I don't know if you see the flaw of what you just said, Deso.
I see it.
Yeah. So no, don't touch it. No, in the words of Cusco, no touchy. No touchy. Damn it, man. Can't have shit. Well, I will say, I am, none of these shows are really from our time besides Fanboy and Chum Chum. But Fanboy and Chum Chum was really that's just bad shit crazy.
We were teenagers at that point.
Yeah.
Almost adults.
So we weren't really watching. So let me read us through this all. His other credits include storyboarding for Warner Brothers Animation's Animaniacs reboot, Apple TV's The Snoopy Show, Disney Junior Stockman Stuffins, Disney's Fish Hooks, Frederator's Bravest Warriors, and Nickelodeon's Fanboy and Chum Chum, as well as doing character layout for Paramount SpongeBob SquarePants Sponge Out of Water. He also created the short Boo Bread and Cow Pirate for Nickelodeon's random cartoons. That what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck that is. That's wild. Never heard of that before. But no, man, it's I'm more aside from the dark side of the industry that we thanks to the documentary we all know for a fact is real and it happens. Aside from the dark side of the industry, just like people need jobs, man, and people work really hard to be animators. They work years, even decades, their life honing their skills and their art.
Acquire college debt.
Yeah, they acquire college debt for this shit. Some of them, not all of them, because some of them, because not all of them, because some of them have like the natural innate skill to to do it, and a lot of them gotten in just off their skill alone. But yeah, people work really hard for this shit. You know what I mean? Geez, Chaz. $74,000 worth of debt for me. Jeez, yeah, people work really, really, really. Wait. Chaz, you're an animator? You do animation? Oh, interesting. Just for undergrad? Jeez, that is absolutely that is ridiculous. That's a lot of money. This industry is there's supposed to be a lot of money in this industry, and I'm pretty sure there still is. But when you have industries cutting corners, it begins to fuck people out of jobs and abilities and opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, especially for just let alone interning. Even if you do like an unpaid internship, that still looks great on your resume, so that you can get another something else along the way.
But they just keep doing that though. Most of them. Mm-hmm.
Interesting, Chaz. Interesting. Let's keep an eye on your messages on your DM. Keep an eye on your messages in your DM. Thank you for that tidbit. Never knew that about you. Thank you. But it's just it's such a headache. You know what I mean? Because again, being someone who, like I said, we grew up in the golden age of animation. At least to me, in the golden age of animation, and this is going for the industry in a whole, not just towards Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network.
We did. We got a lot of stuff is still you can watch now. But
yeah. And a lot of stuff still sells because look at the toy sales. Look at man. A lot of
a separate thing that's just old stuff. That's old Nicktoons. So
yeah, and it still runs and still this shit still makes money. There are people out here spending thousands of dollars for collector items.
Any industry, there's collector items for that.
Fucking look. People go stupid for fucking a Johnny Bravo metal lunchbox. A Johnny Quest metal lunchbox. People go stupid over this shit. So it still makes money. People still want it. People want other people's art. And when you start cutting corners, you're cutting out other people's art, skill, and ability. People that have worked years for a chance to work in this industry, that are passionate and love this industry. But at the same time, we know we've seen for decades that the industry doesn't give a shit about companies. Don't give a shit about animators. You know how I know this? Look what happened to Treasure Planet. Look what happened to Treasure Planet. It was so fucked up within the Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet was at the time was Disney's most technological advanced movie, right? The most. Like they created new ways of drawing, new ways of art and technology specifically for this movie. But because the heads of Disney at the time didn't like the people who were working on the movie, they fucking buried that movie. If memory serves me correctly, first off, they gave them such a fucking hard time just to do the movie. Gave them like no budget to do it and said, if you want to do this movie, then you're gonna have to do it on your own time. You're gonna have to animate it on your own time while you're still working on this other shit for me. And then when they actually did get it done, they made it release on the same day or within the same week as another movie that ended up burying in the movie. Yep. So as we know, industry don't give a shit about their animators, which is really fucked up. Because it's their animators that make them fucking money. Without animators, there would be no company. I don't know. They need to figure something out because even though these rumors are not true, with the way that they're going now, it will eventually be true. Very soon. Very, very, very soon. And for me, those are my final remarks on the thing. Deso, you got any final remarks about the bullshit in the animation industry and Cartoon Network and everything that we just talked about?
In general, get your shit together. Because eventually cartoons will exist if you keep this shit up. Shit will stop existing. Things will go extinct. Stop it. Not being greedy. Stop it. Because eventually we're going to lose that. Because people are not going to want to do it. We're going to start losing stuff, which is already starting to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, there's that whole fucking list from 1993 to 2023 of shows that we've lost.
Because of rights disputes, when people got greedy and a whole bunch of things like that. There's a whole thing going to go with that. Shoot.
Yeah.
Certain things locked behind lock. You can't see it at all. Can't even obtain it legally. Some things you can't obtain legally. It's like because of greed. It's like
Check it out. There's a movie I used to watch when I watched when I was younger. Warriors of Virtue. It was literally a movie about martial arts fighting kangaroos. Such a fucking great movie. Like they had action figures and toys. Bro, I can't find this shit anywhere. Bro, I went to find it last night so I can show my fiance it. I found it. It was in Italian. Who the fuck dubs a movie in Italian?
There's certain things that are dubbed in Italian. Dragon Ball's dubbed in Italian. There's a lot of things that are dubbed in Italian.
I've never seen a movie with Italian as an option or as the first option.
Well,
like I would have expected it to be like Chinese and like it would a Mandarin or would Mandarin or Cantonese, because that's like it's like it's not a Chinese movie, but the directors and writers are Chinese, and it's like I would expect that more before Italian. But yeah, there's so much shit that's just gone, erased. You know, Disney likes to lock shit in a vault. Disney loves locking shit in the fucking vault.
And when it comes to certain things, then we'll sell it when it's a certain anniversary, and then we'll upcharge it, make it ridiculously expensive for like no
fuck
reason.
yeah, hell yeah. Oh,
Lion King just turned 30.
Yes, you're right.
So you know they're going to be releasing something for that because Mufasa's coming out too. And Mufasa. So you already know that's going to come, and they're going to re-release Lion King.
You mean Beyonce's movie? Beyonce's Lion King movie?
I think so. That's Mufasa, right? Yeah.
Yes. That's Beyonce's Lion King movie. And it's a prequel to the live action one that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with that being said, y'all, one more comment here. Or let the trademarks expire and we get horror. Yes, that's the other thing too. Yeah, that's another. Let the copyrights expire. Let them go to public domain, and then let us have our fun with them.
Well, in a few years, Superman's going to be public domain, and Batman
next year.
So,
next year?
Is it Superman in general? Is it Superman in general?
I don't know. We got to see what the copyrights are.
Mickey Mouse is only Steamboat Willie, so we got to.
Yeah, so we just got to see what
there's specifics for things like that.
Yeah, we got to see.
Is it Batman all encompassing, or is it Superman all encompassing? If it's Superman all encompassing,
that's broken. I don't think they'll do that because they're still trying to make movies and stuff, so they still have to own the copyrights. It can't be in public domain. So it has to be like an old defunct version of Superman. It has to be like the first iteration of Superman and the first iteration of Batman for in that aspect. That's the only way. That's the only way they're going to do it because right now they're using Batman. They're using Superman.
Yeah, they're using Mickey Mouse too. But
yeah,
they're using Winnie the Pooh too. Winnie the Pooh went to public domain, and see what they did with him.
Well, that's the thing. And it was the same thing with Winnie the Pooh. So it wasn't Disney's Winnie the Pooh. It was the books Winnie the Pooh. Because the books Winnie the Pooh, he doesn't have the red shirt. It's not red shirt Winnie the Pooh.
Well, everyone uses. You've seen the horror movie. I've seen the horror movie. I'm not proud of it. I've seen both.
No, isn't there 3? They just dropped the 3rd one, didn't they?
No, it's not out yet.
It's not out yet?
No.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's just the industry needs to get their shit together, man. You know, Hollywood is so fucked, and it's to the point where we need to start building our own Hollywood.
Hollywood's not in Hollywood anymore. Everything's filmed in Georgia now. I found that out.
What do you mean?
It's not even filmed. Anymore. Most is filmed in Georgia. Have you noticed like certain things you watch? This is Georgia. Everything's like moved over to Georgia and Tyler Perry Studios and things like that. Everything's in freaking Georgia right now.
Yep.
You're not in LA anymore. Hollywood's not in Hollywood anymore.
Nope. Because Georgia gets taxed. That's crazy, Chaz. I was just about to say that. So Georgia gives them extra tax breaks.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Yep.
We're greedy.
Thank you, Chaz. I was just about to say that. Yep. The Georgia tax breaks, man. And it's I don't know. It's sad. It's really, really sad. Really, really sad, man. And 50 Cent said that even 50 Cent's Power's about to start getting filmed. All the Power shows are about to start and get filmed from Tyler Perry's lot. I don't know. I just feel like that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's just talk about this real quick before we end real quick. There's got to be something weird. There's definitely something weird going on because just 10 years? What? Tyler Perry been around for about a decade now?
Yeah, at this point.
Maybe more, a little more than that. 10 years. He's gone from dressing up like an old black woman to now having the largest black-owned production studio where everybody is bringing their movies to now. He has pretty much become Hollywood. I wonder what he sold for it.
You know what he sold for it?
Yeah. Oh no!
He sold for it. That's what he got pissed at the Boondocks for making fun of him. Hey, that episode banned.
Hollywood walked in the room on him and said, "I like you and I want you."
Like dressed up as an old lady, right? Bend over.
Ah, yeah, Jesus. All right. That has been the Super Breakdown podcast. I'm Power Maximus. Let me see. Token stopped giving Tyler Perry money. Tolkien. Which Tolkien? Yeah, Tolkien. Stop giving Tyler Perry money. Yep. I'm just like, yeah, yep. Yeah, it came to me. It came to me right after I read it out loud. Yep, that South Park episode. Oh Lord, Jesus. Oh my God, Jesus. Yeah, from Tolkien. The oh Jesus Christ. Oh man. I forgot who Tolkien was for a second. Tolkien is the black kid in South Park, right, Jack? Right? Yep.
That's why there's Token. He's Token Black in the show.
Yep. I totally forgot. No, yeah, it's just man. Yeah, that's been the Super Breakdown. I'm Power Maximus. This is the Prince of Desolation. And it kind of seems like you're getting desolated.
I'm getting decimated right now. Yes, I am.
Jesus,
I've been getting decimated the entire time. I've been playing this for about like hour, and everyone's been beating it because the difficulty spiked. I had to get a different version of it because I had to make sure everyone's health was equal. I had to make sure everyone had 20 health bars so I can actually win a fight.
Yeah, you created a monster, sir. By the way,
I didn't make this.
You're right. Oh yeah. You haven't done nothing to it. You're using somebody else's work.
Yeah, I'm not taking no credit for someone else's work.
My bad. See, on the other hand, Skyrim, you created a monster because you put that shit in there.
I put this shit in there to the point where it crashed and I had to stop.
Yes, this is you're just playing somebody else's work. Skyrim. I mean, you may not have made the mods for it, but you're the one that chose which ones to put in there.
Yep.
So that's on you. But
yes, it is. I made a monster, and I made an uncontrollable monster.
Yes.
I might regret later.
Yes, that's been our episode. We'll catch you on next week. Stay tuned to our Instagram and our Facebook. We'll let y'all know what we're going to talk about next. Or if y'all have suggestions,
give them an update for 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, we're doing
I'm not done. I'm not done. I was getting there.
All right.
I was talking about next week, not the week after. All right. Next week. If y'all have any ideas of what we should talk about next week, let us know. We'll take them into consideration. We'll bring it all over. But the week after that, the 28th, we'll be breaking down Deadpool and Wolverine.
So if you don't want to get spoiled, haven't seen the movie by that time, haven't seen the movie, don't watch
the show for 28th because the show for 28th is a spoiler review. So if you haven't watched it yet by the 28th, by Sunday the 28th, 7 p.m., don't watch it. Don't watch show yet. Don't watch show yet. Go back and watch it on our YouTube after you actually watched it. So yeah, the 28th Sunday, the 28th will be Deadpool and Wolverine. So tune in, check us out. By the way, our merch store is up. We have more merch up there now. We have a shit ton of shirts that we just launched 3 days ago. Go check it out. thesuperbreakdown.com. Hit that merch tab and put your orders in. The orders usually ship out, I'd say, within a week. to a week and a half after your order's placed. All right, so check it out. And if you're ordering the Fuck Prep Time shorts, order a size smaller than your normal size. Because as Chaz can attest to, they're big as shit. They're cut big. They cut big. They cut big. So, but yeah, no, we will catch you next time. Peace. And always remember, fuck prep time.